Wearing a neon green T-shirt with his name and title clearly visible, State Senator Zellner Myerie's goal was to keep the peace. But despite his intentions and complying with police officers' demands, the senator says he was shoved, pepper sprayed and handcuffed. Later released when those in charge realised who he was. He shared a photo of the incident on Twitter with just one all-encompassing word: pain. Senator Myrie joins us now from New York. Senator, thank you so much for your time. I mean, this is the very reason people are protesting. Can you explain that moment of your arrest and what led to it?
Firstly, thank you for having me, Ali. It's good to be with you. This is exactly as you said. The reason that I went to protest was to show solidarity, was to be a liaison between the protesters and law enforcement. And the very thing that I was protesting, I ended up becoming a victim of. I was trying to help quell anything that would become a volatile situation. I was compliant with orders, was trying to back up the crowd as instructed, and I was hit in the back with bicycles that were weaponized by the cops, pushed and shoved, pepper sprayed, and subsequently handcuffed. And I've never been arrested in my entire life, never been pepper sprayed in my life. And the irony, of course, is that the first time both of those things happened to me is as a state senator protesting police brutality.
So why do you think that happened to you?
I think this goes to the heart of why we are protesting. Many of us have been targeted simply because we are Black. The numbers bear that out, the deaths bear that out, and the lack of consequences bear that out as well. There is a lack of trust between Black communities and law enforcement because we've been treated as disposable. No degree, no title, no status confers any protection on you because to many in the police department, they only see your skin color.
So, Senator, I mean, they worked out who you are and they let you go. Had you not been an elected official, do you think it would have played out differently?
Without question, Ali, I would have been processed. I would have been put into the system. I would have had a record. And who knows what would have happened next. All of the professional and personal consequences that come along with having a criminal record here in the United States would have followed me for the rest of my life. And there were many people that I was protesting with that did not have the luxury of a title, didn't have the connections, and they are suffering through that right now.
Senator, I mean, we've seen many police officers take the knee in solidarity with protesters. We know that many are hardworking, they're good people, and there is a violent element amongst the protesters who are out to cause trouble. Do you accept that it is a tough position for the officers on the front line when emotions are running so high?
Certainly. I think there is an expectation from the public, however, that the only entity in our society that can kill under the protection of the law is law enforcement. And that is an immense and powerful responsibility. And we hope that the restraint will also be immense and powerful as well. There have been violent elements, and there are always agitators and bad elements in large gatherings like this. But the truth is that protests are meant to be disruptive. And changes that have happened, certainly in this country, have always been a mix of violent and nonviolent approaches. Most people didn't approve of that at the time. We lionized Dr. King and Rosa Parks and many of the civil rights leaders in the 1960s, but most Americans disapproved of how they protested. Most thought that it would hurt their cause, and I am wary to criticize the medium by which people choose to protest because they are expressing frustration with a system that hasn't listened to them otherwise.
Well, Senator, we are so sorry to hear what happened to you, and we really appreciate you coming on the show to talk to us this morning. Good luck.